Hi everybody, good morning
Morning.
and happy Sunday morning Coreflex. We are coming to you from the world of yesterday because we pre-filmed this one out in the sun. So chuck your mats down and we will get going.
Right, then I'm going to start you off with a little bit of a warm up. Come and stand, feet around about hip distance. Stand up nice and tall, take a big breath in. How's everybody feeling today? Get those arms up, touch fingertips overhead and press the arms away nicely. Do one more here. And I'm going to start to make like a big circular movement. Arms come forward, around and down your back.
I like this
And a circle around. Should feel wonderful in your shoulders. One more here. And a bit like you're doing the butterfly, go back.
I only just occurred that you talked about you're thinking the butterfly swimming move.
Yes.
I thought it was a dance move.
I don't know that one. Lovely, and then just give the shoulders a little roll out. Fabulous. So start to come into a spinal movement. Hands come down the thighs, draw the navel into the spine, make a lovely cat arch and curl, drawing those tummy muscles in deeply. When scooping the navel in, try to get that lovely movement through the spine, and then as we dip it to release, we're going to push forward and lengthen, make your flat back extension. Eyes are down, chin tucks in, and you're going to go right arm forward, left arm back, reach as far as you can to the tips of your fingers and then swing them. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold left arm forward and release it down to fold. To shins, to ankles, to feet, to floor. Weight bear forward into the balls of the feet. Hang your head and just feel a lovely length and a stretch up the back of the body. Draw in through the tummy. Slide up and roll through the spine, coming all the way up to standing. And we're going to do that one again. Hands come down onto thighs, draw tummy muscles up and in. And we're making here a cat stretch and a curl, arch your back. Draw those tummy muscles in deeply. Cat stretch and curl. Navel to spine. Dip, release, push forward and lengthen. Flat back extension. And this time you've got your left arm forward, your right arm back. Reach to the tips of the fingertips and swing. Pendulum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right arm forward, left arm back. And we did it. Down to shins, to ankles, to feet, to floor. Hang your head. Just stay there for a moment if that feels nice for you. Adding a little pedaling motion through your feet if you like to. Lifting heels, pressing through the arch of the foot. Feeling that lovely stretch through the back of the body as well. Head, neck and shoulders hang. One more and roll and rise all the way up to standing we go. Arms float overhead with a big reach high. Taking your monkey swing. Gentle to knees. Further to shins. Furthest is the floor. Catch yourself at the top. Look up, lean back. And go again. 5. Bend knees. 4. Blazing sun. 3. Last time here with me. Let it all go. And done. Bring arms down beside you. Relax. Give it all a bit of a shake off. Come and stand. We're going to balance. Stand on your left leg. Take your right foot off the floor. Hold, stabilize, bend, standing knee. And as you hold it, you've got your 5 knee raises. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm coming closer to you. 5. 5 knee circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tap over the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time. 5. And you're going to give me a knee pulse to finish. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and give that leg a shake off and a loosen. Well done. You're going to get to do that again on the other side. Stand and stabilize into the right leg. Take your time as you lift and lower. Left leg 1. Just 5, 2, center control, 3, 4. One more time. Heading off in your circles. around, 2, 3, try to keep the body still, 4, 5, reverse, 5 taps over the top, 4, 2, as I affectionately call this one, river dance, 3, 4, one more time, 5 with the 10 knee pulse, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 and 1. Bring it down, give them a little loosen and just start to work yourself to the back of your mat. Stand up nice and tall, think great posture, equal pressure through both feet and start to roll it. Chin's curling to chest, navel into the spine as you let your neck and shoulders hang. Weight bear forward, scoop navel and pull back up one vertebra at a time. And again, we're going to start with 5 of these. If anybody wants to work a little bit harder with imaging today, you can come up onto the balls of your feet as you do your roll downs. So that you're gathering those tummy muscles in a little bit more and creating more of an activity in the core center. I've got 3 more. Nice and slow and controlled. Imagining the back and the bottom to be against a wall. We tuck pelvis under. We draw in through the belly and we roll and rise. 4. And last one. Walk it forward into roll down plank. Take it forward. Option with Imogen, pop yourself down onto your knees, scoop the navel into the spine and go 4 mountain climbers, knee towards the chest. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Push back. I can't do that because of my foot. Work your way back, scoop your navel into the spine, draw those tummy muscles in and roll back up. Next time with Imogen on the toes, with me on the knees. Change of plan.
I knew that was coming.
You're going to take those 4 mountain climbers, the knee traveling across the body to the opposite elbow. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Push back, eyes on thighs, minimize the wiggle. Walk it back, take your time, scoop your tummy, rise. And the next one, again on the knees with me, and definitely taking advantage here. And on the toes with Imogen, firefly, round the outside, knee to outer elbow. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Work it back, bottoms to ceiling, eyes on your thighs, do not wiggle. Stabilize and center, roll and rise. And last time through, combine the lot. 4, knee to chest. 4, knee to opposite elbow. 4, around the outside. On the knees with me. 1, 2, 3, take your time, opposite elbow. And round the outside in full body extension. And when it's done, it is done. Push back. Try not to wiggle. Stabilize and center. Pull back up to standing whenever you're ready. And I'm going to take through a little spinal release. Both arms float overhead, big reach high. Look up, lean back into your spine. Tuck your chin a little to protect the back of the neck. And then come up to the top and ease off to the right. Lower the right arm as far as it'll go. Stay leaning over and then pull the arm back till the fingers touch and then we move the torso. Other side please. Down, reach further, stay tipped over, return and then bring fingertips together in front of you. Move your torso to the right and move your torso to the left for spinal rotation. 3 planes of movement for the spine, forwards and back, side to side and rotation. It's really good for the spine. All yours. Come on down. Take one last little roll down here. Walk your hands forward. Bring yourself into a kneeling position. We're just going to start our little series of yoga poses here today. In your horse stance, you want to press your palms into the floor.
Draw your shoulder blades back and together. Push and lift your chest up. Take a little cow pose. Chest and collarbones up to the ceiling and forward. And then take a deep breath in, come into your cat stretch. Arch the back and curl the spine. Draw the shoulders right up to your ears. Squeeze the butt to tuck the tailbone. And then exhale, drop in through cow pose. We lift, extend the spine. Inhale, cat stretch and curl the spine. Exhale, dip, extend the spine. Inhale, cat stretch, curl. Last time here. Use that whole breath out to take you back into extension. And then nudge your knees a tiny bit wider and pop your big toes together to sit back into a little child's pose. Here you want to work your forehead down towards the floor. Rest the forehead if you can. And then walk the arms as far forward as they feel happy to go today. So you're getting a nice big shoulder stretch, a nice big reach through the arms here. And the head rests nice and safely on the floor. You're going to feel a release in your neck by taking some weight out of it, resting the head on the floor here. Take a few more exhale breaths just to push heel of the hands into the floor and push your hips a little bit further back onto your heels. So this extreme knee flexion isn't super comfy in your knees and your hips today. You can stay here with me on forearms with the hips a little bit higher. Take one more big breath in, fill the belly. Take the exhale breath out, push the hips back. And then on your next inhale breath, release the right hand off the floor and thread it underneath the left. Take a little stretch over to one side, stretching out the shoulder here. I want you to make space in between your hands now. Really push your bottom arm as far under you as it'll go and reach your top arm further forward overhead. Make that space in the hands, therefore creating space in your shoulders. And then taking this one into our lovely little thoracic spine twist, you're going to pop onto that bottom elbow. Set the elbow about in your center line underneath your breastbone and pop the hands together in prayer. Inhale, press the hands together, turn and twist through your spine. Exhale, draw your top shoulder back so your chest is growing tall and long and you're completely open to the side. We're open to the sun for us today.
That sun's got some heat in it.
It's lovely. Take another big breath in. Keep pushing the hands together to move your breastbone towards your palms. Exhale, sit a little further back into the hips. Inhale and hold that lovely, just upper back release. And then exhale, take it back to the floor. As your hands reach back forward overhead, tuck your left arm this time underneath you. Relax the side of the head down, take a look off to the side wall or side fence if you're in your garden too. Reach that arm a little further underneath, you get more shoulder stretch. Reach your top arm further forward. Feel that length coming through the upper back. And on your next inhale breath, we're going to pop up onto that elbow. So set your elbow directly underneath your breastbone or thereabouts. Engage the palms together and then press the hands into each other to lift and extend your spine. It's a beautiful little twisted child's pose here. It's a lovely stretch for anybody that gets a particularly tight upper back or tension through the top of their shoulders and their neck. Breathe in, push the hands together a little more, see if you can align them with your breastbone, twist that little bit further. Exhale, release the hands, go back further into the hips and take your child's pose back down to the floor. Have a little move and a wiggle through the upper back and the shoulders here if it feels right for you. Just take a little sway from side to side. Move through any tension you might be holding or feeling. And then inhale, come back up through a little moment in high plank for me. You're going to keep your hands about shoulder width apart. You're going to tuck your toes about hip width apart and then come up and send your body weight forward into that lovely high plank. Hold here, give me one big breath in. Exhale if you need to, come onto your knees with Joe, but keep that nice strong bit of tension in the midsection. Push your hands away to engage the chest. And then with a big deep breath in, hold your plank. And with a lovely exhale breath, wave your body back into down dog. Push the hips up super high. Come up onto the toes when you're ready, if you've been kneeling. And then draw the shoulder blades together behind your head as you push your chest through towards your thighs and tip your hips right up to the ceiling. Find that lovely down dog. We're going to go with the breath here now again, and I want you to focus less on the two positions and a little bit more on the movement between them. So take an inhale breath, wave your body through to plank, moving the shoulders up by the ears, rolling the upper back, come forward, hold stillness for a moment, and then exhale, wave your body back. Go again, inhale, push out of the feet hard, draw forward, exhale, wave back. Firing up the shoulders, firing up the abs. If you need an option, Jo will do this on her knees. You can come through child's pose and through kneeling position, and we got 3 more here. Exhale, wave back. With the breath, you might feel yourself speeding up as your body gets a little warmer. Try and slow this last one down. Slow the breath. Draw in. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Join everybody else down in child's pose. Good. We've had a nice little open through our upper back and our shoulders. Give those a little wiggle. We've had a nice little warmth creator in our spine and our midsection. Walk the hands over to one side and then straight back over to the other side. And do that one more time. Feel like you've got a little bit of warmth, a little bit more movement in your lower back and your core. And then the last thing to warm up is our hips today. So the hands come back forward. Draw in again, wave the body through to that high plank. And then step your right foot, lunge it forward outside your hand. I'm aware that I've changed my right and lefts quite a few times through teaching this class. I'm thrown off by being in the garden. If you need to with Jo, come onto your back knee, relax your back foot to the floor. If you want to stay with me, we're going to stay in that back knee lifted and bend the front knee more to drop the hips. Everybody double check your alignment. You want to try not to let your knee fall out here. The foot should be grounded to the floor. The knee should sit directly above the ankle. We're going to lift the chest, push forward. Exhale, pick up your back knee higher. Option with Jo, stay low. And use your exhale breaths just to work your hips down that little bit further. Feel that lovely big intense stretch up that hip flexor and into the front leg. If you're with me, join everybody back knee to the floor and take your foot and tuck it in behind you. Good. Bring it on a 45-degree angle over to the right side. Walk your hands up and forward. Place the hands on the back of the hips or the back of the pelvis and use the hands to drive your hips forward and slightly into this 45-degree gap. As you squeeze the butt and press the knee out, you're going to feel the most beautiful stretch on the inside of the hip, the internal hip rotators here. Lift the chest. See if you can drop your shoulders back slightly. Keep squeezing the butt to push the pelvis forward. Feel that open hip stretch. Take your last inhale breath to release that one off slightly. Walk the hands back down. Stay down on your knee and just drop your hips again to feel the stretch. See if you can get a little further than you did before. And then exhale, flatten the hands, tuck the back knee, and then push back through high plank. Lovely. Take one little wave through down dog and back to plank. Exhale, roll back. Option child's pose and knees with Jo. Inhale, wave and roll forward. Exhale, hold your plank, get warm. Inhale, step and lunge the left leg forward. Take as many steps as you need to. Drop onto the knee with Joe if you need to. Wherever you are, check the alignment. Knee over ankle. I'm a tiny bit out of frame. You can look at Joe, she's in perfect alignment.
Come over this way a little bit.
Breathe in, lift your chest, push forward. Exhale if you're with me, keep squeezing your back kneecap off the floor. Everybody keep lowering into your hips, feeling the stretch. One more big breath. Exhale, drop the back knee to the floor. As you flatten your foot, take it across you to the left side on an angle. Walk the hands in and lift the chest. Breathe up through the chest. Exhale, press the hips forward. Lovely. As you can see on Joe here, her knee's pushing out, so she's not caving in the leg. There's an engagement because there's a tension in the glutes. She's squeezing her butt to stay active on the back and outer part of the legs.
She definitely is.
She is. And then she's pushing her hips forward and pulling her shoulders ever so slightly backwards to feel that length. Get that lovely internal hip rotator stretch. Taking one more breath. Using your next exhale to bring the hands back down to the floor. Inhale to straighten up and stay on the knee. Drop the hips forward to lift the chest. Inhale to tuck the back knee, lift it off the floor. Exhale to find your high plank. Inhale to wave through to down dog or straight into child's pose. Wherever you are, meet us down here on the floor. Drop the head to the floor. Take that little bit of movement again through your shoulders. Little rock from side to side. Walk the hands over to the right. Press them to the floor. Feel that length and the warmth in your core and your lower back. Over to the left. Back through center. Resting the forehead towards the floor. Take a little side to side wiggle in your hips. Shift them from side to side. Beautiful. Little express flow there. Getting warm, getting a little bit limber in all our major joints in the body. You can exhale, relax here for a moment. I'm going to hand you back to Joe.
Well done. We're going to draw our bodies back up and we're going to come into a 4-point kneeling posture. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Shift your body weight forward, engage through your center. So your internal muscles are starting to fire. And then just as you are here, slide the right leg out behind you without any drift or shift of your hips. With your right leg long behind you, you're going to start to slowly lift and lower it. So you can see there the leg just lifting and lowering without any drift or shift. Just like we did when we were standing, we're going to hold it up here and we're going to start to move in circles with that right leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to reverse the circles. 1, 2, so you're getting movement in the hip while engaging and recruiting through the core center of the body. Just hold here, turn your foot up to the ceiling, point your toes upwards if you wish, and then go for the 10 pulse up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release it. Place knee directly under hip. Try to avoid any lateral internal shift of your core center and go ahead and slip that left leg out behind you, keeping still through the midsection. You've got your 5-leg lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to circle. 1. Take your time. Don't forget to breathe with every rep. Reverse when you're ready. Keep the hips in the pelvis really still and aligned here. It's really important that we engage the core muscles. Tip foot up to the ceiling, point toes if it's nice for you. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Just be careful there that you're not overarching your low back. Keep the inner tummy muscles firing. Should we drop that one into child's pose? Take a moment to rest it off. If anybody wants to, take a wriggle of your wrists. It feels quite nice sometimes when you've been weight bearing. We've done some work through our wrist Imogen with the yoga, but also here when you're doing your swimming in horse stance here. So when you're ready, you are going to get to do that one more round. Now to make those internal muscles fire a little bit more effectively, scoop your tummy in, come back up, and this time, as you take your right leg out behind you, can anybody get the left arm up and away? So you can go forward, side, or the furthest point is that diagonal point away from you. Try not to drift or shift. Which 5-leg lift, 2, same movement pattern you've already learned, 5 circles, 1, stabilize, center, control, breathe, reverse, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now you can take the option. You can turn your foot up to the ceiling and pulse for 10, or you can reach behind and take a hold of it and then pull everything up. Go on, pull it up. 10 pulse or pull. Well done. Go ahead and change sides when you're ready. Hold stillness through the midsection. Shift your body weight forward. Elongate left leg. Take right arm away if that's you. 1, lift and lower. 2, 3. After 5, we're circling. Reverse it. Hold it up. Ready? 10 pulse with MO. Reach behind, take a hold of the foot, and pull everything upwards with me if you wish. What feels nice for you today? Release it. Knees wide. Big toes together. Slide back into those heels and feel that wonderful release you're getting through your body here. Yeah, it's a great way to stretch, just like we've already done in our yoga flow today. Walk both hands to the right. Movement, creating mobility in the spine. Walk hands through the center to the other side. Nose towards the knee. Tuck in and release. Come and roll up to a kneeling posture. Again, we're going to go through our spinal mobility, but this time kneeling. So you engage your core muscles a little more here. Float both arms above you. Reach up nice and high and start to lean back. Breastbone to the ceiling or to the sky. Tuck your chin a little, protect the back of the neck. Little camel stretch here. Rise over to the right. Lowering right arm as low as you feel comfortable to go. Now hold with the body leaning over and bring your arm back up slowly. Moving to the other side. Lower. Reach further. Hold there. Shoulders behind ears. Reach on till the fingers touch. Moving through the center. Drop your fingertips together like you're hugging a big beach ball and make a rotation right. Go further. Look over the back shoulder. Center, other side. Lovely. So again, those 3 planes of movement for the spine, so important for spinal mobility, for healthy spines. Shift your legs forward. We're coming into roll-ups today. Now, as we're in the garden, we've got all the room that we need for this one. We are going to take this progressively through loads of different ranges. Fast and gentle option, holding onto the back of the thighs. You want your feet, your knees to be hip width apart. Try not to let them drop out, keep them here. Okay, engage your center. Use your external hip rotator muscles. Scoop your navel into the spine, curl down. Before anything touches the floor, you gather those tummy muscles in nicely and you ease your body back up to where you started. Round 1, level 1. Round 2, level 2, no hands, imprinting each vertebrae into the floor slowly. Lay the head down, take a breath, and then roll back up. So we're going over the mountains, down the valleys to find your feet. Lovely. Round 3, level 3. Stretch your legs up long. Now remember, you're staying at the level that feels right for you. Engage your center. Put your chin on your chest, so your spine is curved. You are sequentially placing each vertebrae onto the floor. Arms extend to overhead with a big breath in. And rolling back up, chin into your chest. Chin on the chest. The slower you go, the better. Lovely. Right, round 4, level 4. Can we keep a longer lever? Could we leave, for instance, our arms behind our heads? On the way down, leaving the arms behind the head. On the way back up, use your exhalation to curl back up one vertebra at a time, super slow. And round 5, level 5, is going to have hands behind head. It's called a neck pull, but you do not actually tug on your neck at all. You just place your hands lightly behind them. Moving nice and slowly and working with the level that you're able to control. So you're going to do 5 more of these in your own time, in your own way, at whichever level feels right for you. You can stop and pop the kettle on if you wish. I'll never know.
We will know. It's not true.
We will know. It's true. We have cameras on you all. Curl and roll. That's not creepy, is it? Imprint each vertebrae one at a time. Number 6. Keep going. Control is your buzzword in this exercise. We don't want any momentum, no throwing of the body. 8. I got 2 more. I think I counted correctly. It has to be said, it's not always so. And wherever you are, make this your last one. I'm hoping it's number 10. Imprint and curl and roll and press each vertebrae one at a time. Imprint and roll and curl and reach forward. I can't actually see. As far as you possibly can. Lovely. On your last one, I'd like you to find yourself all the way down on the floor. And we're going to set up and prepare tabletop prep. Shall we?
Yes.
Thank you. So when we come down onto our backs here, we're going to settle with our feet in line with our hips. We're going to draw in those deep tummy muscles nice and steady, and we're going to pick up one knee at a time. With the knees floating no closer than the hips, we already feel this internal connection, this contraction in those tummy muscles. I want you to place your hands on your thighs like railway buffers. They stop the knees from coming in. When your knees come in, your tummy is not working. Ease those legs back until the tummy muscles fire, and that's where you stay. Place hands to stop them, and with the angle in the knee, we are going to tap our toe to the floor. Movement comes from hip. So we tap and return, other leg, tap and return, tap and return. We're doing 10 of each. There's 4, 5, 6, pointing toe, 7, 8, don't forget to breathe. One more time, it's 10. Now flex your heels, flex your feet, and dig your heels. 1. Should feel a little stronger. 2. Again, it's 10. 3, 4, don't let the knees come in. 5, 6, 7, Emma's on the option. 8, 9, and 10. And hold here, hold here. Just rock those knees into the chest and take a moment just to massage and loosen any tension out of your low back that you might have felt building. So you'll notice, if you could see Emma behind me, she was doing that one with one leg at a time, so one foot always stayed on the floor. It's a slightly gentler option. If you're feeling any discomfort in your low back when you're doing these exercises, you need to take the gentler option. Right then, we get a second go at that. Yes, 10 of each, toe taps and heel digs. Thinking about recruiting through these upper abdominals a little bit more by, first of all, finding perfect preparation, neutral spine, one knee at a time float. You can stay with one leg only with Emma if you wish. And when you're here, low part of the leg parallel to the floor, I'm going to lift the head, neck and shoulders and just float the arms. But remember, that knee comes no closer than the hip. I've got 10 toe taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Dig your heels. 1, 2, flatten those tummy down. 3, 4, 5. Make sure the knee comes no closer. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and take your knees into your chest, hug them. Do take a little rocking motion, take a moment to recover. This is up to you where you go with this next one. Very much your option. You can stay with a single leg lifting and lowering, like Mo, and she finally got that one sorted. You can work from tabletop prep with both knees up, single leg tap, or you can get one more go at it if you feel a little stronger here through your hips and your low tummy muscles. We're going to go doubles. Ready, steady, prep. One leg, both legs, toe taps, arms, chin, option to keep head on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, slow control, 5, flatten tummy, 10, dig heels, 1, nearly there, 2, head down if you need to, 3, don't forget to breathe, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, you got that, 9, 10 times, and we are done. Gather those knees into the chest, hug them to you, make a little rocking from side to side, loosen through your low back and relax. Take feet down onto the floor, let both knees drop to the right side. Shoulder blades stay square onto the floor, and you're going to open your arms wide. Turn your eye gaze away down the back arm and feel that lovely twisting, mobilizing, releasing through the tummy muscles you've just worked, but also adding a little bit of rotation there in the spine. Let the knees come through the center, move them over to the left, and again, anchor both shoulder blades flat into the floor, turn your eye gaze down the back arm, and just enjoy gravity, stretching out, twisting and mobilizing you. Let both legs float back into the center, and where you are, take a moment, and I'm going to hand you over to Imogen for your fabulous stretch.
You're just going to take a little hamstring stretch to finish here today. So we're holding onto the back of the right leg. Just take a hold of the thigh wherever feels comfortable for you and extend the leg up to the ceiling. I want you to think firstly, to get maximum length in your hamstring, about straightening at your knee joint. So release the leg off, take it to about just over the hip, and really push a nice straight leg by squeezing the quad, drawing your kneecap up and kicking your heel right up to the ceiling. Once you've got that length and that extension in the leg, you can start to walk your hands to wherever feels comfortable on the back of your leg. It might be the thigh, the calf. You might be able to go up to the ankle or the foot, but that's not a challenge. I want you to be at a place where it's still comfortable to have your leg nice and straight, and where it's still comfortable to relax your head and your shoulders towards the floor. Take a deep breath in here, push the heel to the ceiling higher, and take an exhale breath, extend your left leg long. If that feels comfortable, you're just going to hold here for about 4 more breaths and allow your body to just relax into this lovely hamstring length. Inhale, draw the leg straighter. Exhale, draw the leg in a little bit lower towards your chest. And keep working through those sequences. Inhale, find the length. Exhale, relax into the stretch. And your last exhale breath, draw the knees back together by bending the right knee, placing it to the floor, drawing the left leg back up and then in towards your chest, and do the same on the opposite side. Kick on up to the ceiling, find that length by drawing tension into the quad. A little bit of a squeeze on your quad will help you to get longer in your hamstring, so stay engaged through the front of the leg, and when you're ready to inhale, draw the hands up a tiny bit higher. Exhale, relax, head, neck and shoulders down towards the floor. Doesn't matter here if your shoulders feel like they're lifted. With a little bit of gravity, exhale and relax the shoulder blades down. That feeling of your shoulders falling back behind you into the floor. It's just gonna let them naturally draw the leg in closer. Inhale, keep squeezing heel up. Exhale, take right leg long if it feels comfortable here. Get a bonus stretch on that hip flexor. And just take your time with these breaths. Take your time to relax through the back of the leg. Take your time to allow yourself that little bit more stretch, that little bit more pull towards your chest. And take your last exhale breath just to bend both knees, bring them up and into your chest. Hug them to you, give them a nice big squeeze. And then exhale, take a push or a rock up to seated. Ooh. Anywhere that feels right for you. Take a little seated position, legs crossed, legs out long. Ground your sit bones by rocking your hips from side to side. Ground your shoulders by taking a nice big roll here. Again, just loosening up through all those major joints. This is our nice focus today. Take a little stretch by taking one hand across to opposite knee, opposite arm behind you. Lift the chest and sit nice and tall. Turn to the side. Inhale, switch, change. Move the hands through to the other side. Grow tall and then twist. Moving the tension out of your upper back and your shoulders. Allow them to roll forward and take the head with them. Drop chin to chest. Roll the neck over to one side. And without going behind that halfway point, all the way back onto the chest and over to the other side. All the way back down and onto your chest. Take one last shoulder roll. As they come up, pick up the head. Exhale, drop the shoulders behind you and lift your eye gaze. Give everything a nice little wiggle. Make sure everything feels good and feels released and relaxed. Have a fabulous Sunday, everybody. Ooh, well done.
Thank you very much, everybody. Well done.
This will mark probably our penultimate live Coreflex, because we'll teach again next weekend on here, and then after that we should in some capacity be able to get you all back in the gym safely with some distance, and we'll make sure your mats are far enough away, but it'll be lovely to see you all face to face again.
It's going to be quite important that you do book into those classes though.
Yes.
You know, we really do need to know who's coming so that we can really space you out and keep the keep safe social distancing, really. But it'd be so lovely to see you all in the flesh.
Yeah.
I just want to apologise that we didn't have any guest appearances today from the cats. I was hoping that they might make an appearance. Sometimes they do when we do exercise in the garden. They come and they intermingle with us. It's quite sweet. But not today. Sadly, they're out.
They're probably sunbathing somewhere.
Yeah, shade bathing.
But just keep an eye on my Instagram page and the Progress Gym Instagram page, and we'll update you all with classes and what's to come.
Have a fabulous Sunday. Bye, everybody.
Bye.